And good morning and welcome to the VSA Capital 5 Minute Morning Miner. It's Friday, the 2nd of June. It's the end of the week. It's train strike day, so lots of people working from home, having a nice long weekend. Oh, no, sorry, working from home. They are working. No, they're not working from home. Come on, they will sort of be working from home, but they'll be enjoying the weekend already. That's the bloody problem. Morning, Paul. Where are you?
I'm at home and coming into the office later, so call me both.
Very good. No, we don't mind you starting the day at home. It's fine. We know you do a lot of work there. Anyway, let's crack on. I'll tell you what caught my eye a little bit overnight is uranium. Uranium. We've been talking about fission uranium, haven't we? Our timing was pretty bloody good, wasn't it, Paul?
Yes, it sure has been. At least we're not privy to the actions going on in the political circles of the United States, but inadvertently we've had good timing here. Uranium shares across the board in the North American market surged yesterday as a U.S. Senate committee recommended that the broader Senate give instruction to the U.S. nuclear regulator to examine ways to speed up permitting on advanced nuclear reactor designs. That's still quite a ways from becoming law, but at least we have to say that the small modular reactors that are represented by these designs are now at least on the U.S. political agenda for sure. So good progress there, and uranium investors definitely liking the sight of that.
Well, Paul, you may not be up to speed with U.S. political agendas, but maybe I've got a secret mole.
Yeah, well, you haven't declared it to me yet, so.
Well, I wouldn't, would I? Anyway, fission uranium. We tipped it at the beginning of the week. We were so correct.
Yeah, 9% yesterday.
Look, people who just listen to us make money. It's as simple as that. Let's move on. Tungsten West, corporate client of ours. Obviously, we are just completing the £6.95 million convertible placing. The general meeting for that will be on June the 8th. I think today's probably the last day for people who want to take up in the open offer at 3p. There's a £2 million open offer. Today's about the last day to get your money in, so to speak. But they just put out a little bit of an RNS today, haven't they, Paul? Which basically they've taken a load of sort of what I described as scraps off the floor and in little dumps they had around the place and made a bit of tin and tungsten, which is nice, isn't it?
Yes, that's right, and essentially confirming that the dry portion of the operating circuit at the Emerald Mill there outside of Plymouth is operating according to the standards they want here. They have sold that on to off-takers, so there will be some bit of revenue to come back from that operation of those concentrates as well. And they have adjusted their budget and operating activities with the labor force as they await the consent of the authorities locally so that they can proceed with the full operating restart. So a little bit of good news there.
All right, and let's do a couple of things in the lithium market. First of all, there's a little bit of news out on American Lithium, who we act for. Right, yes, I want to run through that.
Yes, that's right. It's not a little bit of news either, particularly for the other company involved. American Lithium has now funded a take-up of a 9.9% stake in TSX-listed Surge Battery Metals. Surge has a lithium clay discovery up in the far northeast Nevada called Nevada North, where the first round of drilling had come up with quite a good number of drill results with intervals better than 1,000 ppm contained lithium. And that's the sorts of grades that American Lithium already has on its project down there in the southwest of Nevada at Tonopah. So American Lithium, I would say, seeing some good value here as Surge's own shares are only about 37 million in market cap total, whereas American Lithium's, because of its discovery down at Tonopah, is well over 500 million now Canadian in market cap. So good value, I would say, that American Lithium sees in this story.
Yeah, if you want to know more about American Lithium, then it's a big company actually. This is a major, not a minor, really. Give us a call directly. Let's just finish off one that actually I find rather intriguing because it's sort of winding the clock back 7 or 8 years, and that's European Lithium, which is actually in Austria, although it's ASX listed. but we obviously spent a lot of time on this one, didn't we, Paul? And you went to visit it 7 or 8 years ago, tried to raise the money. It was a time when we were incredibly bullish on lithium. The rest of the world thought we were off our rockers. Turned out we were absolutely right. But European lithium is going from strength to strength. But what is they've just really made a fascinating move now. They've tied up with Saudi Arabia to build a lithium hydroxide plant with, and they produce the spodumene. I think BMW are going to take the offtake sort of thing. Saudi are going to have the lithium hydroxide plant. I mean, Saudi's made a bit of a clever move here. When, you know, why haven't, well, we're trying to do it in this country through alchemy. But just talk us through that, Paul, a little bit.
Well, you've covered a whole lot of the points right there, but just to summarize again, European Lithium's Austrian spodumene project for an underground mine on the Wolfsberg deposit. That spodumene now is in exclusive offtake with a firm by the name of Obaikan Group. Obaikan Group, a Saudi-owned entity that hasn't been in the lithium space before, and the two of them now in a joint venture such that there will be a lithium hydroxide plant to be built in Saudi Arabia. That lithium hydroxide then would come back into Germany such that BMW, who has an agreement with European Lithium, will then get the chemical. So it does demonstrate that these supply chains can move either within Europe or move close by to Europe and come back. But in either event, it means European Lithium's story that we told back there 8 years ago definitely is viable.
People should have listened to us, Paul.
They should have. That's right.
C'est la vie. But we are now telling everyone what the next thing is in the future. But of course, everyone's now telling me, Andrew, you've got to be kidding. It's just not going to be that. There's no way. Well, maybe I'm right. Anyway, we've got to call it a day there. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and we'll be back again on Monday.
We'll see you then.